Hey guys, PJ back with Exotic Car Hacks. I hope you know who's in charge of you right here. See that? What does it say? It says fuckers in charge of you fucking fucks. This is for those mental masturbators on YouTube, just so you know. If you're that guy, don't be that guy. Anyway, so today we are talking about how to help you actually find a car in the market. And what are we doing, or how are we doing that? Well, we are helping you understand how to navigate this incredibly hot market, because a lot of times people keep asking me, is this the right time to buy a car? Should I wait? Will the market crash, etc.? We've had multiple talks and videos about where the market's heading and why it is always the right time to hack a car. So today we're going to look at the 3 core things you need to know if you're going to be hacking a car right now. So the first thing we're going to understand about the market right now is that not all cars are created equal. Meaning, while there's an influx of people right now completely killing themselves in the market, like completely going in, going out, and talking about anything I buy is going to be worth more, etc., there is this problem where basically the average consumer has become a car flipper. So what they're flipping is the latest and greatest, and the latest and greatest is temporarily overpriced on the very simple basis that there is no available cars because of these flippers. Now, the big issue is if you're going to be buying a brand new car, if you're going to be buying a brand new car that's not really special, understand that while you can get away with it for a couple of months because supply is still short, at some point you're going to get slapped with something that we haven't heard about over the last 2 years, which is basic depreciation. And so not all cars are created equal. Remember that in order to hack the best cars in today's market, you have to focus on exclusive cars that continue to, again, basically be able to answer the question, not rather why should you or someone else that is going to buy that car from you buy this car, but rather why should they buy that specific one? Is it special? Is there a special color, option, this, that makes it unique in the market and will make it hold its value better? Some of the things we teach in Exotic Car Hacks are here at play more than ever before. So super important. 2, find offline cars. I think this is something that a lot of people aren't talking about. Like, of course, they go on AutoTrader, they go on CarGurus, and they find these things and they go, hey, well, you know what? Like, I'm just going to buy this car because it's the only one available. They're not paying attention to Instagram. They're not paying attention to Facebook. They're not paying attention to cars that aren't listed for sale. There are plenty of car enthusiasts that would sell their car for the right amount should you make a valid and fair offer. And a lot of times these guys just don't want to deal with the hassle of selling. So if you know how to find them and you know how to talk to them, you'll typically be able to get a better car for the same value of something on the market, which means you're ahead. And so this leads me to my third and final point, which is buy the better spec, not the cheaper prices. So one of the biggest issues people have with buying cars is that they can't get their head around paying more for something they could pay less for. They typically go, well, you know, in conjunction, basically, I'm buying either, I'll give you an example. I'm either buying, for example, a Ferrari Pista for $520 or this other hotter one for $540. And they look at 2 price indexes. They go, this is $520, this is $540, I want to save 20K. That's the wrong way to look at a car. They're not looking at the value of what they're getting. If you're getting, for example, a $530K car for $540, that's a $10K over sticker model, right? However, if you're getting a $520K car with a $480 sticker, well, that's a $40K over sticker model on a less desirable car. So technically, by spending less, you're putting yourself in a significantly worse position. Now, of course, wholesalers would disagree, but remember, the whole idea of Exotic Car Hacks is not to wholesale cars, not to flip cars, but rather to own the car, drive and utilize the car, and then position yourself for a place of exit. You remember that one of the biggest mistakes people make in this game is to confuse hacking cars with flipping cars. Flippers buy a car just like a dealer to flip it instantly, meaning they're basically wholesaling cars. They're not using the car for a duration of time, adding miles, collecting it, owning it, putting maintenance into it, and things of the sort. Things that have real costs, right? And even these costs aren't astronomical once you learn the Exotic Car Hacks way. But regardless that you do or not, the point is ownership has a cost and flipping doesn't. So the ownership cost is the idea that where hacking comes in. We're trajectorying what cars will sell for based of what all the information we have over the next 12 months, rather than just thinking, what can I buy a car for today under value and then flip it over value. The entire model that I share with you guys is the idea of understanding that car hacking is an asset transfer model. It's how to use your car like a savings account. The main thing I wanted to share with you today is that even in today's market, hacking is more relevant than ever before, because imagine buying the wrong car and then the markets start to shift and basically you paid 60K over on a car that isn't going to bring anything over. So, well, that's a pretty big problem, right? Because then someone's got to eat that 60K and the dealer's not. The question is, can you afford 60K in either negative equity, or can you afford to lose 60K? Many times, some of the people taking these bets cannot, and yet they're taking bets they cannot afford to actually pay up on. So you have to be very, very careful when buying cars right now, and to ensure that if you are overpaying for something, or if you are paying on the higher side of things, you ensure that you're paying for the right thing that isn't going to drop as soon as the market takes some kind of shift or pause where things are going to drop, because there's always corrections to some extent. But corrections here, we're not talking about collapse of the car market. We're simply talking about the opportunity the car market has, and which is the simple opportunity that hacking can still occur in high markets. It can actually be easier than ever, because in many cases, if the markets continue to go up, you don't even have to try to sell your car. You probably make money no matter what you do. But this isn't the point. The point is that while the market gives us some advantages, the core concept and ideology of hacking is very much alive now, and it is more important than ever to pick the right car to ensure you survive no matter what happens in the upcoming market. So if you want more of these type of videos, please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will catch you on the next Exotic Car Hacks video.